Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Hello, and welcome to jasonnewland.com. My name's Jason Newland. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. Yes. And, oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Right, so I just seen a message. So, first of all, a few things to mention. First of all, let me have a look. Oh, blimey. I'm tired. It's only midday. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So I've got my Q&A Friday tomorrow. I've had a few questions already. I've had a little look through them, so I think it's going to be an interesting recording. I know it's not supposed to be interesting, but you know what I mean. It's supposed to be boring, isn't it? I had a new member to the Jason Newland's boring group. What? Okay, so according to this, this is really confusing. So I was going to say it's Clara or Clara. So welcome. But also, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people were invited. But they're not coming up on the 221 people that are actually on there. That was a bit phlegmy, wasn't it? It's very confusing to me. Very confusing because it just is. It's confusing. But it does say this list includes people who have joined the group as well as people who are previewing the group. Anyone who's been invited and approved can preview the content in the group. Okay, so welcome anyone that's new or that's just recently become I don't know what the right word is. What is this? Zay Daniel, and it's saying studied at Loading Swag. Okay. I don't know how many there are then. I really don't know. This is very confusing. I've said that word a few times now. There's definitely more than 221 people regularly on my on the group. But that's the official kind of members. 6 years ago. So according to this, Chad was the very first person to join 6 years ago. Oh, okay. And then at Nadia, and then Zanix, and I've got a way of doing this. I've got a way of figuring it out. Oh, what? No. Okay, let's go all the way down. No, I think basically there's too many. I'm trying to cut and paste, well, copy, and then no, it's not allowing me to do that. Maybe I'll just try and count them. Should I try and count them? No, it's not allowing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 100. That was 2 years ago, up to 2 years ago. So next is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So according to this is 259. That's new to the group. That's new to the group. Okay. I don't know why I said the same thing twice. Oh, well, who cares? It's not that important, is it? But I just want to say hello to the new person. But there's more than one new person, which has thrown me right off. So I was going to say hello to Clara, or Clara, but I will also say hello to Sugdeep, Victor, Suzanne, Arkham, Gurmeet, Brenda, David, Rovzen, I might pronounce incorrectly, apologies, Shankar, Giovanni, and Sikaria. So welcome to all of you for being groovy. Ah, how strange. That's strange. So yeah, that was it. But it took me about an hour just to get that out. I know I'm slow sometimes, but blimey. Also, I got a PayPal gift, and I was confused because I didn't recognise the name on the PayPal, like the name of the PayPal person. But then I got an email. Well, a message from my website from Juliet. So, hi, from Cuba Peddy in the middle of Australia. Wow, hello. Just sent you a little PayPal gift, but didn't know how to add a message to it, so doing it separately. Thank you for all the times you sent me off to sleep. You really do have a gift for it, Jay. Thank you. So thank you, Juliet. I'm glad you did send me the email or send me that message, because I was gonna reply, but it's got a different name on the person who sent the money, or a different account, if that makes sense. Peter. So I was like, I was going to say thank you, Peter. So what I'll do is I will reply. Should be able to reply with the email. Why is it? Really? It's not allowing me to do that. That's not right. Oh yes, it is. Wait a minute. Okay, I've got your email address. So what I would do is I reply. PayPal. So thank you very much for your PayPal gift, Juliet. So what I'll do is, hi Juliet. Thanks. Juliet. Thanks for your PayPal gift. So thank you, and also thanks for your kind words as well. So I like to hear that what I'm doing is useful. So thank you very much. So what I'll do, I'll send that. Sent. Done. Also, I had a message on Facebook. I have to go back a little bit to see it, because someone posted Summit on air. What was it? Working. Alright, this is Clara. Posted a comment on. This is when we did. Molly put congratulations to our new members on becoming part of this glorious, boring group. Clara. Cheers. Clara says, found the podcasts this afternoon. Wurzel Gummidge for headache relief is gold. Thank you. And now giggling to the critique of questionable house building processes of the Three Little Pigs. Cool. I got no idea what I talked about I don't remember anything I've ever really said, but I'm glad. Someone else sent me a message, and I can't find it. It was something about sending you to sleep for the last 6 years or something. Oh no, I know what it is. Q&A Friday. It was within a question, so I'm going to read that out now. I won't read the question, but I will just read the if I can find it. Oh, this is from Sandy. So I won't read the question, but I'll say. But at the end it says, and also thank you for being with me for the last 6 years. I love falling asleep to your stories. Thank you. And that, I do believe, is everything. I mean, I've got my website. I've been working on it, trying to get the playlists up and running again, and they seem to be now fairly functionable. There's still work to do. There is. I won't lie. There's still work to do. But all the Let Me Boy to Sleep ones are done. Well, not right now, but I have been working on the Deep Sleep Whisper ones. They're all linked to the podcast, the individual podcasts for those playlists. I just have to publish them. They've all been uploaded as well, so I just have to publish them. So it's a few hours of really monotonous. Yeah, it's very, very, extremely boring. That's like Borinian, tedious, boring. There should be a mixture between boring and tedious as a word. Bedious. Deviant. No, that's a different word. So yeah, so I'll have the Let Me Body Sleep, Deep Sleep Whisper, Relax and Sleep Hypnosis Daily, and the Relaxation for Stress and Panic Attacks. Those 4 podcasts will all be, by the end of this week, will all be up and working. So you'll be able to, well, for one, you'll be able to get the Let Me Boy to Sleep. I think I've got them to, let me have a look. Right, up to 1,250 of those ready on there. And for the Deep Sleep Whisper ones, there'll be 400 and, no, 400 and, no, it'll be 500 eventually. At the moment, I've released up to 150. No, I've released up to 200. Okay, I started the other one as well. So, yeah, so I've released some of them, but they will all be done within the next couple of days. They'll all be released. And then with the Relax and Sleep Hypnosis Daily, there will be 300 to choose from. And lastly, well, not lastly, because there'll be others as well, Relaxation for Stress and Panic Attacks. There are about at least up to 300 of those recordings will be available, and once I release them, publish them. And then what I'll do is I'll also go through some of the other stuff. I mean, I don't know if I really need to be fair, because stress and pain relief, there's only 47 recordings anyway, so I don't think I need to really worry about that. But if I do decide to put the ones with music separate as well, then I will need to. Q&A Friday podcast is on there, so all of those recordings are on there as well. Requested recordings, all the requested recordings are on there. Yeah, but also that's in the podcast, but if you click on requested recordings, you can ask for a recording to be done. I won't do it, but you can ask. I mean, I do try, but the problem is I just don't want to. I'm joking. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm just going to move that thing. I keep getting these emails for the Magic Mind partnership. They want me to become partners with them. I don't know. I don't really know what to make of that. YouTube is going a bit. There used to be an old saying, an old word that was used a lot in the early 2000s, or about 2000 time, maybe late 90s, pants, which would be like a term for not going very well, not going particularly well, particularly good. And that's kind of how YouTube's going at the moment for me. It's become a bit stagnant. Maybe it's because I haven't really. The thing is, like I haven't made a lot of recordings, but I did do a recording on. When did I do recordings? I didn't do one yesterday, but I'm pretty sure I did do some. Other days, let me just check. I'll go to SoundCloud and have a look on there. That'll tell me. Profile. Right. Wow, okay. So I did one on the 20th of May. Oh, was that yesterday? No, it was Tuesday because it's Thursday today. But it was a stress relief one. So yeah. But I did Let Me Bore You to Sleep on LMBYTS. LMBYTS. Sounds weird. And so I did one on Monday, and then I did, and that was the 19th. I did one on Sunday as well. That was a bit squeaky, wasn't it? I did one on Sunday, the 18th. So yeah, working on playlists. That was number 1355. That was the 18th. And I did one on the 16th, which was Friday, Q&A Friday. So it's not... I think sometimes when I go a couple of days or a day or even 3 days, it seems like a long time, but it's not really. It's just a lot less than what I would possibly on average complete, due to being at times, I'm going to use the word prolific. I would say that's a fairly good word. At times I am quite prolific, and at times I'm not. I would say possibly more often prolific than not. This year I've done quite a few recordings this year. How many have I done? I don't know. I wonder how many recordings I've done. Things like that interest me. I mean, it's kind of good to be interested in what you're doing, isn't it? Really, you know, if I was just had zero interest in anything I did, there wouldn't be a lot of point in me doing it, really, would there? You know what I mean? So let's have a look. The turn of the year. The turn of the year. What was the number of the Let Me Bore You to Sleep at the turn of the year? Wow, there's a lot of scrolling down. Yeah, I think the last couple of weeks I got been a little bit concerned about, you know, what's going to happen with some stuff, and I think I was trying to reduce my outgoings and, you know, get rid of the website. And at one point I got rid of SoundCloud, then I put SoundCloud back on, then I got rid of Spreaker, and now Spreaker's back on. And then I started looking to I got rid of the website, and now the website's back on. And actually, this is weird. This whole thing, all I'm doing, I'm trying to go down just so I can see, but the laptop is the screen. Every time I scroll down, the image is getting bigger, which is not what I wanted. So I've come to the conclusion, after lots of to and fro-in, and I deleted all the playlists and now I've had to redo them, is this, that I'm just going to leave everything as it is. Just continue with what it is, and, you know, see how it works out. So that's what I'm going to do. I've done a lot for the playlists, are nearly done. There's constant work to be done on a website. But I've got a lot of transcripts that I've got thousands of transcripts already made, or over 1,000 already done. Still quite a few to do, and I'm going to be adding those to the websites as well. To the website, to the actual podcast episodes. So all that stuff will help. Because I'm thinking sometimes I don't play things too cleverly when it comes to the internet stuff. Because so I make the podcasts, but in reality, instead of making lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of episodes, the clever way to do it would to be make one recording a week, but work on promoting the podcast, like one podcast, one recording a week, or maybe two a week, maybe one every 2 weeks, just one recording, and have it, promote it, get it online, get it so people find it. Try and get it onto those lists of sleep recordings, sleep podcasts that are useful, because I'm not on any of them. So, I can't go to making one recording a week. That's no good for me. But at the same time, I really could do with looking at ways to promote it. And at the moment, all I've got, other than a website, the podcasts themselves, I've got my website. So if I can try and promote my recordings on the website, and also give you, whoever, an opportunity to go and listen to the older recordings, but find them easily. Because, especially with the Let Me Boy to Sleep, you can't find old stuff on there, because even the best, or the podcast hosts like Apple and Spotify and all that, even the most you'll ever see on there is, I think, 250 of like last recordings, and bearing in mind I do 6 recordings per episode, you're not going to be able to get hold of anything from 2 years ago. But I've kind of made it more available now. I hope it works. I mean, I have had people viewing the website in the past, looking at the different playlists, but just for some reason I had an idea, and the idea didn't work out quite so well. But it's okay. Right, I'm down to the 24th of January. So I'm just gonna count how many recordings I've done this year so far. It might take some while. 3 months, of course it's 3 months ago, because it's January, wasn't it? So I've got boxings on Friday and Saturday night, so that's good. Saturday night I'm going to relax, watch boxing, and that's something I'm looking forward to. There's one fight I'm really looking forward to on that bill. It's on the undercard, but it's Moses Atumi, who is potentially a future heavyweight champion. So I'm looking forward to watching that. 14th of January, okay. Still got a little way to go down. Little way down, little way down. Little. Where is it? 10th of January. I can't believe I've done a lot of recordings this year. This might be one of my more busier years as far as how many different recordings I've done. 2nd of January. New Year's Eve. So that would be the 31st, wouldn't it, of December. So Happy New Year. Monday's Boring Objects. 1st of January. So that was the first Let Me Bore You to Sleep of the year, which was, I'll write this down somewhere, but I haven't got any paper. Oh, I'll do it on a card, bit of card. So the first recording of the year was 1261. 1261. And the last recording so far of the year was a couple of days ago, Monday, in fact, 3 days ago, which was number 1356. 1356. So it's about 110. Still not a lot, is it, really? 3, 6, 9, January, February, March, April, May. I don't know. So 1261, 1361. No, it's less than that, blimey. It's 90. 95. 95. 95. I don't know why that sounds wrong. So 95, 369, so it's 3 months solid every day. And then, so January, February, March, and then nothing. Then April and May I just do 5. So yeah, I don't know, it's alright, isn't it? It's alright. But I've also done a lot other ones as well, which weren't Let Me Bore You to Sleep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is hurting my eyes. I'm scrolling down. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 100, 99, 89, 100, sorry, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Can't believe I'm struggling to count to 100, but trust me, it's some of the recordings is just like one or two. I didn't do all six, so 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162. Like my 162, my head's spinning watching that go down like that. 162 roughly. I might have missed a couple because there's a few recordings I just did one off. I didn't do like 6 versions, so I kind of skipped through it a bit too quick. So 161, did I say? That's not bad, is it? 161 recordings in January, February, March, April, May. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's literally one every single day of the year, technically. Which is more than I've ever done before. I've never done 161 recordings, I don't think, in the first January, February, March, April, May, 5 months. I had to count that out on my fingers. The first 5 months I've done, bearing in mind we've still got over a week left. We got, so it's today, Friday, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's still 10 days. So it's be 171, because I'm probably going to do at least one recording per day. And so it's today's the 22nd, Thursday the 22nd of May 2025. So the 23rd is Friday, which is tomorrow. Saturday is the 24th of May, which is the day after tomorrow. Sunday is the 25th of May, which is in 3 days' time, and then Monday the 26th of May, which is next week, the 27th, and that's the last week of the month, Tuesday the 27th of May, which is the day after Monday, but it's also the day before, the 28th, which is on a Wednesday. Then we've got the 29th of May, which is on a Thursday, and Friday the 30th of May 2025, and then Saturday the 31st of May 2025. And then we move into June. So the 1st of June is on a Sunday. So it's the 1st of June is the first Sunday, the 1st of June 2025. And there's 30 days in this June. So then it's a following Tuesday and then the following Saturday. Okay, right. So that's some information I'm waiting on. So I'm kind of, I don't know if the word looking forward to, but it's something I need to. I got the 3rd and then the 6th. The 3rd is I find out how much I'm gonna get, and then the Saturday is when I get the first payment. So yeah. By the way, it's Vinny, it's not me. You might think, I mean, unless you think I've got my feet in a bucket of water and I'm just flicking my toes around. I mean, I haven't had my feet in a bucket of water for years. Like a bowl of hot water with maybe salt or Dettol or something to soothe the feeties. But I definitely don't think I would do that under a desk which is covered in electrical equipment. I just don't think it's a very sensible thing to be doing, so I would not do that. But I would do it if I was in my chair over there. See, it's so rhymey, isn't it, sometimes, the English language. I fancy a sandwich. See? No, I don't. If I did have I'll tell you what I'd fancy, a sausage roll, that'd be nice. But I'd have to go out to get stuff like that. It's quite a dull day today. It's been, so I'm not really a weather complainer. Not really. I'm kind of okay however it is. The only weather I struggle with having to take Vinny out to empty himself is when it's raining. Just getting completely soaked through. It's not I don't enjoy it, if I'm honest. Although I do remember back in 1995, I wasn't having a particularly good period of my, I was having a bit of a, not a great time. Thanks, Vin. And that's him clapping. Whenever it is, when he's laughing as he flops his ears like that, he was mocking me. So I'm going through this bit of a weird period. I was a bit unwell with stomach problems, and I was just having tests and just didn't know what was going on. And I think I was waiting for some results and stuff, which turned out okay. They put it down to stress and put me on antidepressants, and the symptoms cleared up. Symptoms I'd had for like 8 or 9 months. It's ridiculous, really. Maybe longer, actually, maybe 10 months, 8, 9, 10. So, but anyway, I was feeling sorry for myself a little bit, and this female lady that I'd kind of been seeing a bit, that had fizzled out to nothing, and so I'm in my t-shirt. Bearing in mind I could wear t-shirts back then because I wasn't slim, I was skinny, like proper skinny. And So I'm walking up towards, I don't know if, I think I might have been either collecting my laundry or just walking up to get a bottle of water or something. I don't know. I think it might have been a Sunday and the local shop was closed, so I had to walk up to the off license. And it's raining, and I've got this like a silk shirt on, probably some jeans, trainers, hair. I had hair back then, dark hair, no greys. I mean, there might be some greys, but I wasn't looking for them. It wasn't really till I hit my late 20s that I started noticing and thinking, no, I used to pluck them out. I did. I used to pluck out the grey hairs because I thought, no, not yet. It's hard though, because sometimes I end up pulling out more than I needed to. You know, the dark would come as well, the normal coloured hair ones. So maybe that's why I ended up bald. Can't be good for the hair follicles to do that, but I just didn't want to be grey. And after a little while I got used to it. I was like, who cares? But it was like just random grey hairs just would be there. In the end, what I did is I cut it out. You know, just got some scissors. We know how you cut hair. All right. But I just like go to the root, you know, just, and it'd be gone. And then I realised all you've got to do is just shuffle your hair. If you've got like one grey hair and thousands of dark brown hairs, you just shuffle your hair and it's, no one's really going to even notice it. But I noticed it. And yeah, I remember saying to the bloke I lived with, he was my landlord, but he was my friend, and I said, I think it's getting in the way of me meeting anyone new, is that one grey hair. I think that's what's stopping women from approaching me. He said, are you sure it's just not your smell? Like, what do you mean? He said, you haven't cleaned your underwear for about 6 months. It's so annoying, isn't it, when people say stuff like that, because they feel just because they live with you and just because they know your laundry habits, that it's rude, very rude. No, but I did feel a little bit self-conscious. Anyway, I'm walking. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. I'm walking towards probably the off license just to get myself a bottle of water. It was a Sunday afternoon, which is probably why the other shop was closed. I think they used to open in the Saturday morning for the newspapers, and then it would close. And I see it starts raining, but not just raining. It's like proper, absolute soaking, drenched wet. But the difference is, it was warm. Like it was a really warm summer's day. And it was lovely. Now, I had probably, by 95, I'd cut my hair, so I was no longer had long hair. So my hair was fairly short. So it would have been quite a nice little scalp massage, as it were. I'm completely drenched. And I got this silk shirt on, which I mean, it was, I say silk, I mean, I got it from a shop. It was spelled S-Y-L-K, so I don't know if it was actually silk, but I liked it. It was, nothing particularly looked good on me because I didn't feel, well, that's how I didn't feel anything really looked particularly good. I didn't want to wear tight stuff because then you could see how little I was, how slim I really was. I didn't want people to know that, which is weird because it's the other way now. And I never used to tuck my stuff into my jeans. I always used to like to sort of have stuff hanging out. I can't rephrase that. I used to like to have my shirt outside of my trousers. and it got completely soaked. But these silk shirts I had, and I had a few of them. I really liked them because I'd wash them by hand. Couldn't go into a washing machine because they'd melt, which means maybe they weren't silk. But they would dry in like an hour. They would dry so quickly, but they would also dry completely flat, no ironing needed. Plus an iron would just melt them. I'm beginning to think maybe they were plastic. Anyway, so I'm walking towards this shop. I don't know if I asked my friend if he wanted anything from the shop. Probably not. He was just too busy doing his own thing. So I'm feeling sorry for myself, like, yeah. And it starts raining, and I'm thinking that brightened me up. That did. Getting completely drenched in this very powerful shower from above. So I'm walking. It's almost like I couldn't really see ahead of myself because it was raining so hard. I mean, this is before I started wearing glasses for seeing. Okay, wait a minute. That's the only reason to wear glasses, isn't it? It's before I started wearing glasses when I was in public, because I'd wore glasses for reading before that. And then so I'm walking, I see this figure walking towards me, which, I didn't really see it until it was a bit closer. It sounds like an obvious statement, doesn't it? Yeah, I didn't see it until it got closer. Well, you're not going to see it when it gets further away, are you? I'm not sure if that's a helicopter or a plane going past. But yeah, it's very cloudy today. That's kind of what I'm saying. So I'm walking, and the person I see is the female that I'd been kind of dating, kind of a little bit awkward, and I didn't really know what to say, because I don't think I was particularly good company, because I'd been a bit unwell. I just wasn't, but I don't know, she just didn't sort of come around. She used to knock on my door, come around, and she just stopped coming around. But anyway, I saw her, and I was absolutely soaked, and she had this tight t-shirt on, and she was absolutely soaked. Don't know why I mentioned it was a tight t-shirt. I wish I can backtrack from that. She was wearing whatever she was wearing. It was soaked, and it was clinging to her bosoms. No. What I'm saying is, we were both very. Mine were also very. You could. Everything was clinging to my body as well. But it's almost like I was shrinking. It's, because with the loose, and the shirt was way too big for me, so it was just hanging. It's more almost like a dress, really. And as it got wetter and wetter, it sculpted to my body, and I was gradually becoming invisible because I was so skinny. And we were just talking, and it was weird because we were talking for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. In this complete rap, and it just continued to rain really hard, and it's quite a happy memory, really. With or without her being there, it was just a nice memory. It was cooling me off, but at the same time, I think by the time I got home, my shirt was completely dry. Because the sun came out and it stopped raining. If it was continuously raining, my top wouldn't have been dry, would it? So maybe I didn't need to explain that bit, unless I went to I suppose I could have gone to the laundrette and got it into a tumble dryer, but then it would have melted. So yeah, because it was real silk. Real silk melts in tumble dryers, apparently. I think I remember saying to her, "Where you been?" She said, "What you mean? like, ever? I said, what do you mean, ever? He said, well, you said, well, where have I been? Do you want a list of every single place I've been to? Bit controlling, isn't it? I said, no, I don't mean in a controlling way. I'm just generally haven't been round. Just wondering if you're okay. She said, you do have my telephone number. I said, I know, but I didn't really have an excuse there. I mean, in them days, it was different because there was no mobile phones. Well, there was, but that, you know, I didn't have a mobile phone, and no one I knew had a mobile phone. It was not really till '96 I dated someone that had a mobile phone, and then started seeing them around a bit more. And then '97, you know, really, the mobile phones really kicked off like '97 in this country. Became much more prevalent. So it'd be a case of phoning up when someone, just hoping that they were in. You couldn't phone someone at any time of the day and expect them to answer the phone, perhaps like now, because she was out at work or she was whatever she was doing. What was one weird thing though is, I shouldn't tell you this. That's all right, I'm not telling you her name. But I had she was she knew someone that I knew. And this person came up to me a couple of years later actually. And he said, can I ask you something? I said, oh, what now? He said, what do you mean what now? I've never asked you anything before. I said, you did. You asked me something last week. He said, what? He said, you asked me if I wanted a lift in a cab. He said, yeah, I'm a taxi driver. I said, yeah. No, none of that happened. He said, I've started seeing someone that you know. I said, okay. Let's call her Brenda. I don't know what her name was. I did at the time. I just don't now. It's a long time ago. It's what, 30 years? I don't remember. This was the summer 1995. And she said, and he said to me, I just want to know whether or not you and her got it together. I said, what do you mean got it together? Got what together? Just want to know if you did it. What? Jigsaw puzzle? What do you want to know if we did? What did we do? Go hiking? They said no. I want to know if you, you know. She said you didn't. She's nothing happened between you and her. You just went out for drinks and that was it. Nothing happened of any kind of intimate nature. And I laughed and walked away. I said, that's what she said. I said, okay. Was it true? Can't remember. It's like, first of all, it's like, what a weird question. And the fact that she was lying to him, I just didn't really get it. Was she embarrassed? Mind you, I don't blame her really. I don't think anyone's actually spent the night with me and gone out bragging about it. But oh, it was just weird. Like, well, we were dating. We went out. We were together for a little bit. It wasn't like an official relationship, but she stayed over a couple of nights and stuff like that in where I lived. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what he thought that we were doing. Swapping recipes. I mean, I don't. What? You know, I was 25 years old. In fact, I wasn't. I wasn't even 25 then. I was 24. 24 years old. There wasn't really much else on my mind back then other than having fun, I guess. Kind of, maybe. But it was weird though. I had a similar thing with when I worked at Churchill. So there's this female, she kept smiling at me. Now, I didn't know if she liked me or maybe had a bogey hanging out of my nose. You know, I don't know what it was. So I checked that out, and that was all clear. So I thought, well, maybe she likes me. And she started saying hello to me. I said hello to her, and she'd just be in and out of the office. She was working in admin or something. And we got chatting and talking, and we went out for lunch. I just didn't know, it just seemed weird. It's like, so we went out for lunch, you know, during work time. Well, lunchtime on a work day. And just went to the pub, had a couple of drinks, and at the end, and she had a boyfriend, or like an on-off boyfriend, and she had no interest in me, which is fine. Like, she just, I guess maybe she wanted a friend or whatever. But she wasn't particularly. She didn't seem to be anything there. So okay. And I did make her laugh though, like hysterically laugh by accident, because she said to me, well, we've got to go back in 10 minutes, you haven't eaten yet. I said, what about you? She said, that's fine, I've got my lunch back in the office. I can pretty much have my lunch whenever I want. And I said, okay. She said, what about you? I said, that's fine, I'm okay. And I pulled out a tuna fish sandwich from my pocket. And it was in my coat pocket. Like, what's weird about that? And just couldn't stop laughing. I mean, I don't know if it was the fact that I had a tuna fish sandwich in my pocket throughout the whole time we was talking. Maybe she didn't expect it to be there. But she just couldn't. Honestly, she was really laughing a lot. And then we kind of just left, and I'd say hello to her, and we were just friends, like friendly. Nothing happened, nothing at all. And then about a year later, or 6 months, a year later, someone from the sales floor, a bloke, came up to me and said, is it true you and what's her name got it on together? I can't remember what her name was. I can't remember what his name was either. And I said, why? He said, well, I can't believe I should be with you. Which is, although it's rude, but I do understand it. It's, yeah, I understand that concept. It's like, yeah, yeah. I don't know if it was a mixture of he didn't want to step on my toes, or he just didn't like the idea of dating someone that had dated me. I can understand both aspects of that. And I said, no. He said, loads of people are telling me that you've been together and you got it on together and you've dated. And like, what? I said, we went out for lunch once, and that was it. I've never seen her outside of work other than that one time. And no, we did never date. Never had physical contact at all. And he was like, oh, okay. It was weird. Like, why would all the little gossip? Very strange. I wouldn't have minded if it was true. Isn't it weird? I mean, they did that gossip, but no one used to, like, take any hints. When I tried to start some gossip, nothing. You know, come in after the weekend and like, oh, knackered. Try and say it loudly. Nothing. Well, I just wanted someone to say, "Why are you so knackered?" So I could just say, "I was up all night, or up all weekend, humping away. Oh, oh, I was a stud. Triplets." I was like, but nothing, and no one noticed. I try and feed people information about myself that was lies to try and make myself look, I don't know, like a normal person, and nothing. But I take my tuna fish sandwich out on a date, one short lunch, hour long date, which didn't lead to anything, and everyone knew about it. Tuna Man, they called me. Yeah. I've had worse names, to be fair. How many? 161 recordings I've done. It's not bad, is it, really? So I'm thinking, I've left my last job. There was 3 females that I was kind of getting on quite well with, and I was considering, bearing in mind this is a long time ago now, and I didn't know if one seemed to like me, like seemed to be flirting with me, another one, I didn't know, I just wasn't sure, but she was funny, she made me laugh. And then another one actually asked me what time I finished. Like, what time do you get off? And whatever, and like almost as if she was sort of, I don't know, I think we were both on the same kind of energy level, which at that time I wasn't on a good energy level at that time. So I don't think that it would have been potentially a good mix, because I wasn't in the best space in the world. So, but we definitely there was a rapport there, but it might not have been a good rapport, because I don't think I'd want to stay on that. I don't know, because I'm quite low level, quite low energy kind of person, quite calm, not very excitable, apart from when I am. You know, I have moments of excitement, but generally fairly calm, very low down, very, not low, but like just low key, I suppose is what I'm saying. Very low key. Yeah. So I've been working on my website. It's just, it's taken a time because of the amount of things that I'm doing to it. But it will be done soon. I just need to relax into it, you know? Take my time. It'll be done by the weekend, all that needs to be done, really. And then there's some other stuff that I can do. I guess technically the website will never be complete. Never be finished. It's just, you know, never. It's just one of those. But maybe by adding transcripts, and maybe by working on the SEO, search engine optimization could be useful. But then I kind of think, well, in reality, who uses websites anymore? But people, it's all apps now, isn't it? And it's going to be moving to something else. And I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Have I got another message? Oh, well, if you want to join my Jason Newland's Boring Group, there is a link on my website. You can just click and it takes you there. There's also, right at the top of the very first page, there's like a little banner which you can click on, which takes you there. I want to add some new banners, which will be a few little shortcuts to places. So hopefully that'll work. Yeah. I could quite easily go to sleep, you know. It's weird, isn't it? I feel ever so sleepy, ever so... I don't know if it's the darkness, because it's... I mean, if I was going to read, I'd need the light on. And it's only 18 minutes past 1. On the 22nd of May. But with the tree there and the no sunshine really as such, just the grey clouds, it's a dull day. It's weird. It's not warm, it's not cold, but it's not warm. It's kind of a little bit chilly. I mean, people are still walking around in t-shirts and shorts. But there's some people have that way in their brain, don't they, where they sort of, a certain date comes and that's it, it's now summer, and the shorts come out and they go out in shorts and a short sleeved shirt or t-shirt regardless of what the temperature is, because it's summer. I don't quite fit into that category. You know, I'm try to adapt to what the weather actually is, not what it should be. Yeah. I did this thing yesterday where I started going through using ChatGPT. Okay. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to add some stuff in here. I'm going to ask it to hunt for some amusing stories or amusing parts of my podcasts. So I uploaded loads, and I tell you, it's weird, right? The only thing I seem to focus on, and this was 100, right, episode from 100 to 150, I think, right? So, which is just ridiculous, really, how many come up with. About 35 things that might be humorous that they came up with. And what's in this batch? It says, heavy on bodily function gags, your trademark. No. Bodily function gags isn't my trademark. Existential life choices and examining society, that's my trademark. Plus Andre's increasingly bizarre love life and a couple of awkward social set pieces, all drawn from 101 to 150. Okay, so I did 100. Okay. Sleeps a little bit like a fart. You should never force a fart, although you can force one and have to buy new clothes. What? I bought some sleeping pills that said on the packet, warning, may cause drowsiness. That's true. Shouting at a baby to stop crying doesn't work. Babies look like E.T. without a bicycle. That's rude. Okay. I was looking through it. If you're under the bed covers with someone on a first date, it's common courtesy to warn them when you're about to fart. See, not everything. I mean, I farted the other day, and Andre, my ferret, jumped off the bed and tried to open the window. I mean, what? If I moved to a mountain cave, I'd have to call my autobiography. It's very hard to hide farts in a cave. It's focusing on farts the whole time. That's not all I talk about. I've not spent 8 years and done 1,400 recordings just talking about farts. I haven't. I know I haven't. Oh dear. Another title. Really? That's a helicopter, isn't it, I think? Well, that was loud. I got another title for my autobiography. There is no fun in a premature fart. Okay. Cues. Okay. Good. Right, okay, I'm just looking at this and it's just focusing on farts the whole time. And that is not what all I talk about. I let off the biggest, stinkiest egg roll fart in the underpass. The echo is so loud that the people above thought that Tony the busker has started singing again. Wow, that's rude, isn't it? And then I looked down and saw that Tony was hiding in my pants. That's just a weird thing. So I'm basically having a go at the busker, saying that he sounds like my farts. So this is from 2019, when there was a busker on the underpass, and people used to pay him money for him to stop singing. We need a national toilet day. I have a life lesson here. Treat anger like a poo. Treat anger like poo. Flush it away. Just flush it away and forget about it. Let it go. Don't cradle it like a prized possession. Oops. That bit of metal's got to go, I tell you. It's stuck on that desk. Need to get rid of it. I hear the special noise when I move. So yeah, it's more of the same. Rescue boat improv. Man must choose between safety or a poo-shaped suitcase with a sweet corn handle. I don't even know what that means. And then we got, yeah, I heard noise. Oh, another one. I heard a noise after going to the toilet. I think I had a bad stomach, and I went back into the bathroom, and the toilet was trying to get out the window. So yeah, it's just another version of what I said earlier. This is a weird one. I always fancied Papa Smurf. There, that's my confession of the day. What was I doing? Was I going through some kind of confession period? If you're still awake, post the words Papa Smurf in the comments. Oh dear. I can't imagine anyone was still awake when I was talking about that. It is ridiculous, seriously. So I went through 200 recordings. Well, I got ChatGPT to do it. 200 recordings, and that's all it came up with. A few fart jokes. There's got to be more to it. Because I was thinking of maybe putting a best of, or silliest bits or something like that. And I can't believe that that's all my recordings have come down to. It's just gas jokes, letting off gas, bottom burps. It just seems ridiculous. So yeah, I'm sure I must have said something mildly. Oh, Ken's left a message. What is it? What was that? Check. Missy. Ken says Missy tires. Missy, check the solenoid. What's a solenoid? I don't know. So, I'm going to go. This has been a weird recording. I'm not sure what this has been about. It's just me talking about what's going on kind of now-ish. And yeah, I've got no idea. It's very strange, is it not? So on that note, I'm going to go. Yeah. So thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you do deserve to be happy. And be gentle with yourself, because you deserve to feel safe. Lots of love. Bye.